Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR 06 Total Team Control. Today we have a decision to make on whether we're going to run this truck race at Milwaukee or the Xfinity race at Chicagoland, and we will also be able to get this truck race at Kansas in as well. So here's my thought process with this. Let's just take a quick look at the standings here. We're 51 points ahead of Clint Bowyer in the Xfinity Series, and 86 points ahead of John Hamilton in the Truck Series. My train of thought here is Milwaukee. We know we can win at Milwaukee easily, and that can help us expand our truck points to a level that can really make this decision down the road a lot easier. Whereas if we run the Xfinity Series, it's at Chicagoland, which is a mile and a half, which I typically don't do great in. We do have a 51-point cushion over Bowyer, and after that, there's no competition. It's really just me and Bowyer right now. So my train of thought is run the truck race, get this lead out to as big as we can, and then going forward we can easily skip the truck races and then run the Xfinity races. So that is my train of thought here, which will lead me to running this truck race at Milwaukee. Some of you will disagree with that decision, but hopefully my explanation helps. Hopefully Clint Bowyer doesn't have a great day at Chicagoland. That's the hope right now. But we'll see how things turn out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all tuning in again. If we don't get a win here, then this strategy obviously is kind of goes out the window. But me and strategy just don't always mix. I just recorded the season finale to NASCAR Heat Evolution right before this. So if I'm a little excited or a little depressed, or however you take my current emotion, then that would be why. I won't release any spoilers because this video is going to go out before the season finale. But let's head off to qualifying here. I hope I didn't just spoil things, but I'll just stop talking about that now. But let's get started qualifying the pole. Maybe I can cut some of this race out, and maybe we can fit 3 races in here if I run out to a decent lead. I'll probably go back and help Cleaver a little bit. John Hamilton was in second in was on the pole before I qualified, and he's second in the points right now. So it looks like he probably would have been in pretty good position to win this race, which would have killed me in the points here. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing this. Chicagoland's kind of more of a, up in the air kind of thing. I don't know where Bowyer will finish and all that stuff. So, alright, we didn't quite stick it to the bottom in turns 3 and 4. So we'll have to probably run another lap to solidify the pole.
Got one more.
Yeah.
Keep digging.
Yeah, we really need to get on the inside. So let's try to get a better qualifying effort. Make sure we get all the way to the inside here. And hopefully this puts us in a better position.
Nice lap. We got a top 10 start.
Alright, we improved 1 position. We're starting on the inside. So that's exactly what we needed to do. I'm not changing anything. The truck feels good. So when I go to select the truck race, it'll show who won the Xfinity race. So as long as that name isn't Clint Bowyer, we're probably in good shape. Yep. Carl Edwards won, so at least Clint Bowyer didn't win, but I don't know where Clint Bowyer would have finished after that. So we'll see what happens here. hopefully we could have a win here. Obviously I was a little disappointed with the qualifying effort, but we'll see where things turn out. I will turn it over to Alan Bestwick.
Welcome to America's Dairyland, as EA Sports is proud to bring you flag-to-flag coverage of today's race here from the historic Milwaukee Mile. The start of this event is just around the corner.
That was a quick intro. I usually have enough time to take a sip of my beverage beforehand, but I barely had time there. Win the race by 2 seconds or more, and you'll get a driver prestige bonus. Alright. We'll see how things go here. I definitely think that was possible, but considering our qualifying effort, I'm not as sure about that.
Outside, going outside.
A little tight on entry there. Chad Chaffin almost came down and hit me there.
We're in third.
But we're up to third already. We should be on the inside of Hattori going into this corner. And we're actually going to get underneath Hamilton for the lead here. I wasn't expecting that. Made slight contact with him.
Number 120, high up high.
But I'm not really pulling away yet.
Inside.
Pulling away in this game is an art that I have not learned very well. Turns 3 and 4 definitely seem better for me, which makes absolutely no sense. Those turns 1 and 2 are identical. The only thing with turns 1 and 2 is I have that stupid pit road barrier that blocks me from going all the way down. That's the only difference, though. But yeah, I don't think 2 seconds is going to be very doable, but I will try my hardest nonetheless. We definitely pull away in turns 3 and 4, but not by much. We only gained about a tenth on that corner. But this should be a better corner here. So I'm going to cut out now in hope of maybe having a third race in this episode. And I'll see you guys when something interesting happens or when pit stops are starting. Alright, so we are on lap 11 going into 12. Our fuel tank is really low, which almost concerns me that I can't make it to lap 12. I'm coming in this time, and there goes the red fuel light right there, so I'm a little concerned about the fuel mileage. But not much happened while you guys were gone. I built the second lead, and then I kind of went back down to half a second, and so on and so forth. But now here we come down pit road. This is a tough pit road entry, but we managed to nail it. Not going to make any changes, 4 tires and fuel, and see where things go. Hopefully a caution doesn't come out, because that pit road is a little tricky.
Stay hungry out there.
I apologize if you guys hear my stomach rumbling. I'm really hungry right now. I probably should have gotten a snap before recording. Well, I needed to get this episode out of the way because this is the last episode I need for this week. I recorded NASCAR Heat Evolution pretty much straight through, back to back to back. What? Why did we stop? Oh, that's gonna hurt us. That's gonna really hurt us.
Easy on the merge. Go high. Nothing to worry about. Everything still looks good.
Alright, as long as that doesn't cause a caution, we're in good shape. Looks like most people are coming down pit road this time, so I'm going to stay high and hope that things work out. So looks like they did cleanly, good. So now we just got to get our lap back, which we just did. And we got to make sure we get ahead out of everybody. So here's Hattori coming off of pit road right now. And that looks like Hamilton up ahead. So that little stoppage on pit road definitely hurt us, because we were ahead by about a second, and now Hamilton's ahead by about a second, if I had to guess. Montgomery's coming out of pit road right now. I'm going to try to make the pass on Hattori.
Up to third, buddy. Keep that pace. Only 2 cars out in front of you.
So Montgomery's not too happy with us, but that's typical. He gained a lot of time on that pit stop. But let's try to get around him cleanly. He's going to retaliate. He's going to do it hopefully on this front stretch here.
Leader's right in front
Yep,
of
there it goes.
you. Yikes. Careful, buddy. You're in second. Only one more.
But that seemed to hurt him more than it hurt me. I probably should have been a little closer to him, so I didn't give him such a big wind-up there. And that almost cost us there. But I'm going to try drafting Hamilton a little bit. We hit him in the last race, and he's not really, 100% ally anymore, which is costly in this series. But, alright, there we go.
We got a caution.
Caution is out. Let's see what for. Oh, well, yeah, that's a good reason to have a caution. Oh. It just flips on its own. Fascinating. Alright, we're not going to pit. No need to. We're going to start in second. I don't know why they did that. There's not going to be very many laps to go here.
Nobody. Green flag.
Looks like 4 laps to go.
Leader's right there.
But we got to block Montgomery here and not let him get underneath us.
Room to get by us.
Because he will wreck us if he gets underneath us. But we succeeded in that mission, and now we're going to try to pass Hamilton going in turn 3 here.
Still beside you. You're in a good
Oh, got on the grass a little too much there, but didn't really hurt us too bad. And we are back in the lead here. Sorry, there's a bug on my freaking arm right now.
lap led. That'll be another 5 points.
Alright, we clinched the most laps led, the crew chief just said, which is good. That's another 5 bonus points, which will help us break away in the standings here. Obviously, we're not going to gain too many positions because Hamilton is right now in 3rd. So we're not going to gain too many points, but considering the amount of points we could have lost if Hamilton had won,
Next time by.
this is a success in my opinion. I just don't know how our Xfinity standings are going to look after this, because I don't know where Boyer finished. At least he didn't win. Carl Edwards won, so we're coming around. We're going to take the white flag this time by, and hopefully this race will be over with. We are not going to achieve that challenge, unfortunately,
1 lap to go.
which is fine. I mean, we're not going to get every challenge that we get. Well, then again, I probably haven't done any of the challenges correctly up to this point. But white flag is out. We're going into turn 3. We got a half a second lead over Montgomery. And we are going to win the truck race at Milwaukee.
Great finish. Chalk up the win. Enjoy that victory lap.
Oh, Hamilton dropped down to 5th. Wow. That was a bad last lap for him. But that helps us a lot. We can gain a few more points now. But let's head off to victory lane and celebrate. Decent amount of everything there. Our teammates there to celebrate with us. Good. That's an ugly white uniform, but now we're going to head off to, what was it, Kansas? And we'll see how long that race takes. We got 2 messages. Whatever could those be? Challenge, yep. And good standings, yep. I'm well aware. We also broke the $1 million barrier, so we are now millionaires. Go us. Alright, so let's qualify at Kansas, see if we can have another good finish in the truck series here. And then we'll check afterwards for the standings. I don't think I'm going to get another race in this episode, even with cutting out about 3 or 4 minutes of footage there. I don't think that's going to be quite enough to put me in the position to do 3 races this episode. Sorry, guys. But a shorter episode, probably for the better. A lot of these longer episodes, they don't get as many watch time minutes as they should, because they're just so long, which is understandable. I mean, I read a thing when I first started the YouTube channel about the ideal YouTube video length was like 2 to 3 minutes. Obviously, that can't possibly apply to video games, unless if you're doing just like isolated highlights, which you just kind of lose the charm of a video game. So obviously that was never going to happen, but I do think shorter is better for the attention span. But I also want to get a decent amount of content in each episode. So that's why I usually tend to do 2 races per episode here. Obviously, I can't do that with NASCAR Heat Evolution because those races are so long. But in NHL, I've been trying to get two games in each episode. I haven't been succeeding very well at that, but I've been trying. And in MLB, I usually try to get a couple of games in. If I was starting, I usually try to get 2 starts in. If I was relieving, I usually try to get 3 or 4 relief appearances in. We qualified second on lap 1. We pushed up in turns 1 and 2, which we also did in lap 2, but wasn't nearly as bad. So if we can nail turns 3 and 4, we might have a shot at the pole, but I don't think so. Yep, turns 3 and 4 definitely seem to be the strong corners here. But we are not going to get the pole here, that's for sure.
We'll start on the outside pole.
But second is good. I'll take second. Hopefully we can get down to the inside line pretty quickly. To be tied with Hamilton, I'm not going to wait for that to cycle around again. I don't care. But again, Hamilton is starting on the pole, so we really got to be on our A game because he's second in the points. He's the guy that we're fighting. But let's head off to the race and see what happens. Mile and a halves are definitely better in the truck series than they are anywhere else, but still not the greatest. We're 5 stars prestige. We're halfway to the highest level of prestige you can get, which is good for us. Hopefully at the end of this season we can get a cup offer. That's kind of contingent on winning these championships, though. Otherwise, we'll have to wait until about halfway into the next season. But I will turn it over to Alan Bestwick.
The Kansas Speedway is the site for NASCAR racing action, as EA Sports is proud to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Today, it's the O'Reilly Auto Parts 250. These drivers will have plenty of racing room on this 1.5-mile track, each one hoping to bring home the checkered flag at one of the newest tracks on the circuit. Let's get started by going trackside and joining the pre-race ceremonies.
Man, I really missed Alan Bestwick. I really do. It's too bad ESPN stopped doing NASCAR coverage. Sorry, Hamilton. Got off to a little squirrely start there. Can I get down to the inside? No, I can't.
Clear, all clear.
Oh, here's our teammate right here. So I'm going to try to not make contact with him, even though we did a little bit.
Clear, clear. All clear.
We'll try to get underneath Hattori here. I do, but I push up the track a little bit, but we still make the pass. Let's draft a little bit with Hamilton. Maybe we can pull out to a 1-2 lead here. But I'm going to pass you going into turn 1. I should have been more aggressive and maybe stopped him from leading a lap, but I don't think that would have paid off in the long run. 5 points is not that big of a deal.
Low side. All clear.
Hattori is right on my bumper though. Oh, why am I so tight here? That wasn't that much different than the other corner entries that I've done in 3 and 4. Wow. I mean, I know I was tight in turn 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 have been perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm going to have to loosen the car up a little bit. Oh, man. Yep, definitely going to have to loosen the truck up at the pit stop. Thank you for letting me in, Hamilton, even though I'm pretty sure that wasn't your intent. Let's draft with Montgomery a little bit. Maybe we can get the rival status down a little bit. There we go. It's gone. That's probably back now. And that's going to let Hattori pull out to a bit of a lead here.
Let's hit that spot back. All clear, bud.
We'll just keep drafting with Montgomery. Maybe we can even get rid of the rival status altogether. But we're going to pass him going in turn 1 here. Let's try very hard not to hit him. But man, I had to let off a lot in that corner in order to stay down on the bottom, which is unfortunate. But that's the nature of having a tight race car, really. At least you can control it, unlike a loose race car where it just randomly gets loose all the time. Alright, we led that lap. Hamilton's nowhere to be seen anymore, so he must be falling back in the pack a little bit. Cleaver was up here, but he, I think I still see him in 4th, but I might go and help him if we pull out to a bit of a lead, but I doubt I'll have a chance. But I'm just gonna ride around here, hopefully keep the lead, and I'll see you guys when pit stops come. Yellow is out. We fell back to 3rd place, but nothing interesting really happened, so I didn't bring you guys back. But it looked like it was kind of a pit road entry thing. Everybody was coming down, and then the 133 truck just decided, hey, I don't want to really go down pit road. So, yep, it's time to pit. It's 1 lap before halfway, but that should be fine. But yeah, shortly after I cut out, we did lose the lead. But it wasn't really anything spectacular, so I didn't bring you guys back for it. But let's see how the pit crew does. Hopefully we can maintain our 3rd place, maybe even improve, even though I don't think that's very likely. Alright, that was a smooth looking pit stop, but it definitely was slow. We fell down to 4th, but it looks like Chase Montgomery had an even worse pit stop, because I don't even see him in my mirror at all. Kevin Harvick had an amazing pit stop. He's in the lead now, and John Hamilton's back up here as well. So, kind of shook up the field a little bit on that caution. I don't know what happened to Montgomery. I do see him in the mirror, but he's about 5 positions back. Let's see if this adjustment makes any difference. I drove it in a little too deep there. That was my fault.
Outside.
Oh, yeah. I was able to stick it to the bottom really well there. I was going to try to dip it underneath on the apron, but I thought better of it almost instantly. Let's draft with Harvick a little bit. He hasn't been up front much in this series. Oh, we got a little tight there. But man, we're going to try to make it 3 wide on the straightaway here. And hope that I can stick it low in turns 3 and 4. Alright, we stuck it low enough on the entry to where we took the lead, but then we got tight on exit. But we did take the lead, and hopefully we can just ride around a little bit more. I will stick with you guys a little bit longer this time. I did not see Cleaver at all after the pit stops. Oh, I hit the apron there. Dang it.
Going inside.
And we're probably going to fall like 5th. 4th. Okay, we managed to block Terry Cook. But yeah, that was costly there. Now we're about a second behind, and that's gonna take some effort to get back up to. But right now we just need John Hamilton not to win. We need to gain as many points as possible on him. I think, what was it? Hattori was in 3rd, and then Terry Cook was right behind us, was in 4th. So this game is not giving me any mulligans right now, that's for sure. They are up front always. But we've caught back up to these top 3 here. We got 3 laps to go at the line. Got into Hattori just a little bit. Let's see if I can not wash up the track here. Good. I didn't really gain any time, but I didn't wash up the track at least. We'll draft with Hamilton just a little bit. See if maybe he can make a run on Harvick here. Tried to bump draft him a little bit. But we're all kind of washing up the track now. But I did succeed in getting him past Harvick. But I'm questioning why I did that. Oh no, oh no. Save it. Oh no, this is bad. Alright, 2 laps to go at the line. 2 laps. We're back to 4th. We should be able to get 3rd easily, but those top 2 are being really competitive right now. I was questioning my motives of why I decided to put Hamilton up front. Because he is the guy I'm fighting in the championship. But he is a close ally. He's a teammate in the Xfinity Series, so I feel like I should be nice to him. But we are 3 wide. Looks like we made the pass on both guys. White flag is out. Let's see if we can maybe catch up to him and pull off a last pass. Wow, I could not enunciate there. A last lap pass. There we go. Alright, we gained some time there, but it's going to be up to how we do in 3 and 4. I really don't want to make contact with him. Oh, I messed it up. Yep. There goes that. There goes 2nd. Hopefully we can at least finish 3rd here. Alright, we finished 3rd. I completely messed up that turn 3 entry, so that was unfortunate. I do not see Todd Cleaver anywhere, which is disappointing. But we will go back to the menu and take a look at the point standings, see how badly damaged we are in the Xfinity Series. It appears my PC monitor just went in the turbo mode here, and I didn't really notice it. So if you guys hear a loud screeching sound, I guess is the best way to describe it, that would be my monitor going crazy. We got 1 new notification. I've been given a raise by Roush, so that's good. Let's head back to the standings, take a look at what we got going on there. And then hopefully with me cutting out those 2 segments, this will be a pretty short episode. Without those cutting out, it's a 33-minute episode once I get through all this. Oh, that hurts. That was a big hit. So Boyer must have finished in the top 5 or something. That's a big hit. We lost 70 plus 50. We lost 120 some points to Boyer there. But we now have over a 100-point lead in the Truck Series, so I feel more confident about that now. But that hurts. But we're still within striking distance, so I'm not giving up on this at all. Jeff Gordon's leading the Cup Series, and we haven't had a race there since. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.